Now we're going to work on a little bit longer putt. We're going to work on reading greens, how to read a green, how to determine if it's uphill, downhill, left to right, right to left. And the most important part about putting, I believe, is the speed of the putt. I think speed dictates where you actually line up your putter. So I think the first thing you want to do is to try to get a good feel by reading the green of how hard you're going to have to hit the putt. Then after that, you can determine where you really need to aim the putt. So when I get ready to putt a longer putt, I like to walk all the way around the putt. First of all, I like to start off right behind it and get a good read from this angle. And from here, to me, it looks like it's breaking just a hair left or right. Then I like to walk around to the side of the putt and try to get a good view of whether it's uphill or downhill. After that, I go around to the back side, and then I try to reconfirm what I saw from the other side. Then I come on around again. Just try to look for any change in color of the green, the grass, which way is the grass growing, which way with the water, drain off the green. Then I think a good drill for speed putting is to putt with your left hand only. I believe that the speed of putting is felt in your left wrist or your lead hand. I believe everybody here is right-handed, so in your left hand, you'd want to be able to feel the speed of the putt just by hitting putts this way like that. If you do this many times, once you put your right hand on the putter, then I believe you have a good feel for how hard you need to hit that putt without even having to really think about it. So let me demonstrate real quick what I mean by that. So I'm just going to try to, and the goal here is not really necessarily to make the putt, but just to try to run the ball by the hole, maybe a foot or two, preferably on the high side. And all you're doing is trying to get a good speed for the putt. Do one more. Also helps with the striking of the ball with the putter. If you can do it good with one hand, if you can strike the ball solid with one hand, then you're really going to be able to hit it solid every time with two hands. So let's start off with Chris here, hitting a couple putts with just his left hand only. Again, all you're trying to do is not necessarily trying to make the putt, you're just really trying to get the right speed and feel for how hard to hit it. If you practice this enough on greens before you go out to play or go out to play a tournament, I believe you will have programmed the speed of those greens for that day into your left wrist. Therefore, you don't have to think so much when you get out there. And I've done this a lot in the past. It's been very successful for me in tournament play. We've got Hunter here going to try it out. So Chris, you probably just need to hit it a little bit harder. Your goal is to try to hit it probably to here, Hunter. Got right in here on that line. Only and try to eliminate the wrist and the arms of the stroke. So really, when you're making the stroke, all you're doing is just moving your shoulders back and forth. Keep your wrists locked, keep your hand, your grip pressure soft. Just make a nice little 1-2 motion with your shoulders. Not bad, go in. Nice. All right, Haley. Try to aim it right out here to the left a little bit. Try to hit it about as hard to go about this far. Very nice. See if you can do that again. lined up a little bit to the left of the hole. Right in here. Okay. I think this is what's going to help you if you practice this more often. This is going to help you to be able to put more of that stroke up into the shoulders and not so much in the hands and arms. So just feel your shoulders rock back and through. There you go. Good speed. Very good speed. Alright, another thing I like to, when I'm reading the greens, I forgot to mention this earlier, but when I'm hitting a longer putt, I like to also find a spot close to my ball to line up. Once I've decided which way it's going to break, how hard I want to hit it, and I made my decision on that, I like to find a spot that's somewhere within a foot or two of the ball, so I can go ahead and line up on that, which is much easier to do than lining up somewhere down by the hole. So when I put two hands on and I find my spot right here, it's real easy to just line up my line on my putter right to that spot there, get set up, and with very light grip pressure and a solid shoulder stroke. 1, 2. Barely missed it, but that's what that will help your putting, hopefully.